Welcome back, guys and girls, to another episode of Dad's Toy Garage. I'm pretty excited to bring to you this next episode. I'm doing the wire tuck and a couple small other things on the engine bay, and let's dig right into it. One other thing I'll just quickly mention is the film quality was a little bit different on this one, just like it was on the last one. It was filmed with my old camera, and me and Tony had started on Project Snake Charmer, and too excited to post up those videos, so these videos have been sitting a little bit in the stock, but bring this one to you. Let's check it out. This is the new master cylinder from an 85 Tercel, and this is the part number here for it, from Cardone Select. This is the setup that's in here right now. It's remote, and I want to put this in so it's all a nice, neat packaged away kind of setup. So got the old master cylinder off. Definitely was time to replace. So I got the 1985 Toyota Celica one, and it fits right in here. So next we gotta do is manipulate this line and the line back there to fit into this thing. So this is kind of where the lines come. This one's gonna have to go up here, and then this one will have to be bent to fit in there. The master cylinder from the 85 Tercel is installed. Got the lines bent up to fit in there. They screw in, so anybody wanting to upgrade to a tank on top instead of a remote reservoir, 85 Tercel will work. So then I got the lines running all along here, so it's nice and central and tidy. Now I'm just waiting on some clips. They'll be coming in the mail shortly. And they're kind of a screw-in plastic clip. We'll see them once they get here. What I'm working on now is the wire tuck portion of this, the larger part of that, and I've pulled the wiring harness out through this hole back into the car. It used to run down from this clip to this clip, and then down the frame rail. And what I'm thinking I want to do, I picked up a hole saw today, 1 7/8 to match that size. So if we come from the firewall, the hole's here. So if we run this line down here, that would mean the firewall starts here, and I've sort of made a couple patches so I know for sure that's where it is. I think right about here, right here is the top of the firewall inside the cowl, like that bottom. So I believe this line here, right here, is that the floor of the cowl, and so I think right about here we're going to do a 1 7/8 inch hole and pull the wiring harness through there. Okay, so from this hole to here is almost 3 inches. That hits the firewall. I've gone 3.5 inches as where I want to have my starting point kind of for the edge. So I put a mark right here. And we're going to go slightly underneath there. And we'll double check this one more time. I can always weld it back in, but I prefer not to. So I managed to bend the arbor a bit when I was cutting in here. I didn't take into account that the weld not ground down would catch, and it kind of bent this, or caught on here and bent it. Alright, well, we got a hole. Now we can slide our wires through there. The reason why I wanted a 1 7/8 inch hole is because it's the same size as the other hole, and I can reuse this rubber grommet here. Right up there is the original hole. Lift the fuse box out of the way, and it's still exiting pretty much the same point in the car it's exiting here now. Nice and tight against there. And We can still mount the fuse box in this area after. So we'll go. That will be great. I gotta weld that hole shut if this all works really good. The original hole. Right in the corner there, I got the clutch master. That's where the wiring harness used to run through. So I just got a magnet holding the plate that I made in place, and then we're gonna weld that in. Now that we got all this wire on the outside of the car, we can tackle where I want this to run. It comes up here, completely out of the way of stones, and then it comes through the hole here, which I might do, and then I'll probably have to extend some wires. Alright, so right up here, I'm going to be notching it out. I've started it already. So here's the hole this is the hole I've cut. Here's a little template, or a little piece that's getting welded in here, and that'll be a spot so the wires can go through without rubbing on the frame. Okay, so here is the notched out section in this piece of frame, upper frame section, box tubing I guess, where the wire is going to go through. So the wiring harness plugged into both headlights. I didn't bother with the coil because as long as it's reaching the headlights, it's going to reach the coil because there's way too much wire there. But it's going to run tucked in there nicely yet. It'll all get tidied up, but through that hole right there is where all the wires are going to go. And they'll go just up under the frame. They tucked in some wire loom, and we'll come around the car. I've also made the cuts right in this area here. So here's these ends. They'll have to be made to match up in here, and that is the plan. So from here to here, and I'll probably just run the wires up here, and then down here, follow this, and then come around. So here is the new location and wires mounted for this setup. I've pulled this much wire out of this strand for these three items here. I think this was what do they call it? The voltage regulator, and then the two for the lights and the signals. And so yeah, that came out of kind of this location by my finger here. And again, they're all offset, soldered and shrink tubed. And this is actually going to get pulled up tight here, and then there'll be a clip that I'm going to install there yet. I just have to figure out what kind of clip I need. That'll all fit underneath the bumper, nice and neat and tidily. The next thing we're going to have to do is this headlight strand. I'm going to also be tucking it up behind the headlights. So all you're going to see in the car is this, that little strip there. Got a hollow in here, so run the wires up, then jump over to the other side, and also run the wires for this, the fog light, and the light in the fender. They can all kind of be run in this area. So when we put this piece on here, the trim piece, so these pieces sit nice and neatly under the trim panel here. The headlights now run, if you look in here, you won't see any wires except for down here, and I think right through here we'll have intercooler piping running anyways. Yeah, so the headlight wires, they're the red bundle. They run up on each side of the light there, and the main harness kind of comes up. We'll have a clamp in here, but then from this harness behind here it splits off, drops down to the signal light, fog light thing goes underneath, then it runs, this one runs to the marker light on the fender, and the other one runs up into this corner light here. Alright, so I got these rubber grommets, and what I'm going to do is I'll pull one out of the bag here, a little Firewall grommet, and the wires actually fit through there. So I think I can fit about the 3 wires that I need through there, and the plan is to, right here's where the coil is going to sit, and then right there is one of the holes for one of the items I've relocated. We're going to drill it to the size that matches this rubber grommet, and then we're going to send the wires through this location here. So there's the grommet installed, and what I'm going to really do right away is open these up with a step bit and then just fill them up with a weld puddle before I get the wires run through. Alright, so here's the coil with the wires attached going through the grommet, plus one more going to the distributor once the motor's back in, and I just kind of stuffed them all underneath the coil there. So I got the wires done for the alternator and the 2 sensors here, and they run down this right into the main loom here. They still need to be taped up tight yet. These 2 wires here lead to the reverse light switch in the transmission. Since now I'm running the wiring harness down this way, these no longer can run through the engine bay here because it wouldn't run nicely, so I'm going to back them through the hole I've made in the side of the firewall here, and we're going to send them through the transmission tunnel, and I'm just going to drill a hole and seal off a grommet that'll drop down right by the transmission. So the grommet's there, and then it comes down till about here on the transmission is where it connects. So it goes up, you can see the line there, goes behind here, comes out here onto this tab, and right into the loom there. So okay, this side is completed now, wiring location wise and length. It runs up in here from the main engine bay loom. And same as the other side, the wires still need to be fastened down. That'll happen later, but right now I'm just getting length correct. So the 2 lights run during the red up here in behind. Then the corner light runs from there. I can't find the fender light, but I'm putting the Camaro ones in anyways. These fasteners may change. If they have nicer fasteners. Then here's one for the fog light, and the horn goes back in behind on the other side. So the horn was extended a little bit. Right now it's zip tied because I'm looking for some bolts for that. Alright, thanks guys for joining me today on this episode where we gave the engine bay a shave and a wire tuck. And we'll be running turbo in here most likely. It might clutter up the engine bay a little bit, but that's okay. It'll go a little faster then. So till next time.